Well, good evening, you all. Welcome to Steve's Guitars on this cold, weird night. I don't know about all of you, but I was really expecting a nice weekend. But, oh well, we live in the mountains, you know. If we don't like it, we wait 5 minutes, and it changes. I have some interesting things to lay out for you tonight. For starters, we want to thank our primary web sponsors, the good folks at PM Consulting Limited up in Aspen and the good folks at Feldman and Wirtz. Without those folks, we can't web stream. We also need to send a shout out to GrassRoots Community Network. They've been hosting our streams. They make it able for us to have streams, and we really appreciate them as well. And of course, a special shout out to the Standiford family for having this amazing space. And a shout out to all of you who do at one time or another support live music. It's a noble thing to do. It's a necessary thing to do. Those of us that create live music really appreciate it. If you're on the web, please remember to like and subscribe. And without any further ado, please welcome the amazing Dana Cooper.
Well, thank you. Good to see you guys. Good to be here. It's good to be anywhere. That's my philosophy these days. Especially good to be here at Steve's Guitars. I walk with you, I talk with you, and I ask you how you feel. And you never ask what's up with me. Makes me wonder if I'm real. If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? You look through me when you look at me, and I wonder who you see. A distant shore, are we at war? Am I your enemy? If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? How long must love wait for us all to embrace it? If love turns away, who of us can really blame her? You say walk alone, trust no one, keep your heart locked inside. But when I hear that song, it just sounds so wrong. When I see all the love you hide, if love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? What is love waiting for? What is love waiting for? Thank you. Good night. You were great. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. We have Ralph to thank for that. Sounds great, Ralph. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Now, that's a new song. It's on my 32nd album, which is coming out May 17th this year. Coming right up. And this is the title song I'm going to do for you here. It's called The Ghost of Tucumcari. Now, this is going to be the first single, which is going to come out, be out there on SoundCloud and places like that, the 26th of this month. So this song will be out. The whole album comes out the 17th of May. This little tune, on the record, it features my old buddy Lyle Lovett, sings along with me on it, and he was going to try to get here tonight. I think the wind was too much for him. But I'm going to do this tune for you solo, and inspired by an old battle-worn alley cat that we saw in Tucumcari late one night in December. We were checking into a little funky hotel there. The room was back on the alley, and as we're going in, we see this cat come limping out of the shadows. And his ears are chewed off, and he's really in pretty bad shape, looked like. And he wanted to jump up into this dumpster. They had the lid open on the dumpster, and he sat there for a while, and he just couldn't do it. He kind of crept off in the shadows and tried to catch him and follow him with some food, and couldn't get him before he disappeared. So he kind of haunted me, and just thinking about all those souls out there on a cold night like tonight, all the critters, all the human beings out there with nobody to care for them. Ghost of Tucumcari. She leaves the back door open for the ghost of Tucumcari. It hurts to see him hungry, so desperate, so weary. The temperature is falling. Tonight there'll be a flurry. She leaves her heart wide open for the ghost of Tucumcari. The lost one from the shadows limps across the alley. His haunted face is bloody from his never-ending battle. He sleeps where no one sees him, beneath the old abandoned building. No cruel hand can reach him, the ghost of Tucumcari. And he tastes the silent snow on his sandpaper tongue, remembers warmer days, the blinding desert sun. He's scared to death of man, but he's too damn sick to run. So it's stay out here and die of cold. Step inside that open door. Once the lights burned bright in the town of Tucumcari, now people just blow by. The old mother road is lonely. She sees him through the curtain and prays that he will tarry, sleeping in the corner, the ghost of Tucumcari. So peaceful in the corner, the ghost of Tucumcari. The ghost of Tucumcari. can carry. Oh, you can carry. Two can carry. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's do a happy song. This is one of the happiest songs I've written, and one of the silliest. I hate sing-alongs, but I hear you folks in Carbondale love them, so we're gonna try to sing along for you. Gotta stay hydrated.
Any specific words, or can we do anything random?
Anything, I don't care, man. Interpretive dance, it's all good. It is. Are you psychic? Are you psychic? All right, well, you'll lead us all in a sing-along here. It's easy. If you don't want to sing, you can just yell. Yell along is good. Aye. Great day in the morning. We got a lot to be thankful for. Yellow maples in a red roof bar, sun coming up like a medicine ball. Great day in the morning, ain't it? Turn on your radio, turn up that song, sweetness. Ain't that the one that we both know? Turn it up a little higher. Turn it up, that's fine. Great day in the morning, darling. Let's kick our heels up high. I wanna kiss you, stop yawning. There ain't one dark cloud in that sky, not one. Great day in the morning. 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 Early to bed and early to rise. Dreams in your head and stars in your eyes. The sun on your face makes me realize, honey, it's gonna be another great day in the morning. That tickles. Great day in the morning, honey, I love every new day with you. Turn over now, you've been snoring. The birds are singing and the sky's blue. Great day in the morning, baby. We got a reason to celebrate. I wanna party, I don't mean maybe. It's gonna be our red letter day, red letter. Red letter. Woo-hoo. Great day in the morning, we got a lot to be thankful for. Yellow maples in a red roof bar, sun coming up like a medicine ball. There it is, there it is. Coming up, coming up. Woo! I'll ask you, sweet pea, you ever seen anything exactly like that before? You ready now? Great day in the morning. 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 Everybody. just jamming it. Well done. Very good. Man, I didn't know I was stepping into a whole mess of great whistlers. My goodness. It's always a nice surprise. You know, you can't whistle when you're smiling. I always have to think of something horrible, you know. It just doesn't work, really. And then you don't want to whistle. It's really complicated. So anyway, I'm going to do a tune here I wrote with Elva Jones. This is on my I Can Face the Truth CD, which came out a few years ago. Started working on it right before the pandemic, and then, wow, crazy stuff. But it came out and did quite well, amazingly, with all the help I had from my powerhouse manager and our buddy Adam Dawson. They managed to get it on 5 different radio charts, which was pretty amazing. No one could decide what it was. What is it? I don't know. But roots and alt country and Americana and folk and whatever, just do things. But this little song here just happens to be another sing-along. I mean, you guys did so well. Maybe I'll start enjoying sing-alongs. I don't know. Been on my mind. Every day I think about you countless times. Love is funny stuff. Just when my heart starts feeling tender, things get rough. And everything we think we own is borrowed. These moments are so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Home, you come back home when every dream is spurned and your heart turned to stone. Fire, your life's on fire. You try to burn it out, but you keep shining brighter. And everything we think we know is borrowed. This moment is so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Let's make it last. Let's make it count. Let's give our love here and now. After we're gone, someone like us will fight for love and carry on. Time is but a song. Every note that disappears is never gone. And every song we sing is only borrowed. Each melody so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Could you join me? Ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Let's make it last. Ours, let's make it count. Ours for a little while. Let's give our love here and now. Only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Very sweet, thank you. Good singing, you guys. Let's see here. I can't quite read my writing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know now. Ah, there you go. That's perfect tuning. Woo-hoo. Yeah. We'll work on that for a second here. So I'm gonna do this song against my better judgment. This is it's time for a waltz. There we go. So this has another sing-along at the end. It isn't going to be sing-along night all night. Don't worry. And you don't have to sing along. You paid for this. You don't have to do a darn thing. So, but there's a fellow named Jimmy LaFave, great songwriter out of Austin, Texas. Red Dirt Boy. Went to Austin, Texas, and kind of became the King of Austin. And he was quite a character. He told me one time, he said, "Yeah, man, you know, you're one of the reasons I came to Austin. I saw your band DC3. I had this kind of like new wave punk power trio. It was my third adolescence, I think. Anyway, back in the late 80s. And so I heard you guys, and I thought, well, you know, if you can get away with that, I could move to Austin too." Thanks, Jimmy. But anyways, he found out he was terribly ill, didn't have long to be with us here. So he scheduled a tribute concert for himself. He's going to perform his own tribute concert at the Paramount Theater in Austin. And I drove down there. I drove up to Kansas City to visit my old mother, who was about to turn 90 at the time, and changed some light bulbs for her, help her with some things around the house. And then I went on down to Austin, sat up in a balcony, and watched everybody singing Jimmy's songs all night. He was there. He wasn't able to sing, so his son wheeled his chair out on the stage at the end of the night, and he took the microphone and he led us on a couple of choruses of Goodnight Irene, the old Lead Belly song. And it was a moving moment. I sat up there and watched everybody leave the theater, all kind of stunned and teary-eyed, and I went out and walked around the streets of South Austin. Wrote this song. I took it back to my mother. Went back again. Played it for her around the old kitchen table because she was the first one that gave me the news. I thought it was only appropriate I do this song for her. I looked over. She was laughing and crying at the same time as I sang this song to her. We're all gonna die. Nothing to be afraid of. We're all gonna die. Just live like you want, grab a hold of your life. Let love surround you and dance toward the light when your time comes. Well, I cheered for the hero, but he lost the good fight. So I asked my dear mother, do we all have to die? She said, little darling, don't worry your your soul goes on living. When your poor body's dead, yes, we're all gonna die. Nothing to be afraid of, we're all gonna die. Just live like you won't, grab a hold of your life. Let love surround you and dance toward the light when your time comes. Well, I look at my mother, she's becoming a child. She says, little darling, I believe it's my time to go on ahead, but don't say goodbye. Just throw me a big party and laugh until you cry. 'Cause we've all gotta cry, nothing to be ashamed of. We've all gotta cry, heartache and joy. Open your eyes, let life astound you and dance toward the light when your time comes. I wept for the singer as he sang his last song. In one voice together, we all sang along. And as we walked through the darkness toward an uncertain dawn, in the distance between us, the music plays on. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Oh, we're all gonna die. Nothing to be afraid of. We're all gonna die. Just live like you won't. Grab a hold of your life. Let love surround you and dance toward the light when your time comes. Yeah, we're all gonna die. Nothing to be afraid of. We're all gonna die. Live like you won't. Grab a hold of your life. Let love surround you and dance toward the light when your time comes. Oh, dance toward the light when your time comes. Yeah, dance toward the light when your time comes. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Now that I'm nice and in tune, let's mess it up. Remember so few of them. No. See what I can squeeze in here. Oh, friend of mine, our faces align with years of worry and weather. We crossed that line and took that ride, and we always faced the battle together. We done right and we done wrong, tossed the dice and rang the gong. Always old friends, never let go, friends. Oh, stay with me till the end. Always old friends. Some say you can't make old friends, but you were my friend the moment I met you. And we can't live those old days again. But then why the heck would we want to? How we'd run, how we'd fall. Yes, I remember it all. Always old friends, I won't let go, friend. Oh, I'll stay right here to the end. always old friends. We've known the best and the worst from each other. We've blessed and cursed and forgiven each other. It's hard to tell where one begins and the other one ends. Always old friends. Old friend of mine, now it's your time to leave this old world behind you. We'll go on and shine, I'll hold the line. Where the song never ends, I'll find you. I'll be lonesome until then. I will carry you within. We'll always be your friends. I won't let go, friend. I'll stay right here till the end. We'll always be old friends. Crazy rock and roll friends. Oh, together we can only win. All I know is that we'll meet again. Yes, I'll see you where the song never ends. Always old friends. Thank you. Well, you might have noticed that we have a lot of always old friends paraphernalia over here. One of a kind, Western shirts, vintage Western shirts, jackets, kids' clothes, babies' clothes. We even have a onesie, a Western onesie, a vintage Western onesie. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm impressed by us. And we have T-shirts. We have bandanas, not bandanas. Bandanas. We have a postcard set. We have some CDs. Anybody still have a CD player out there? Yeah, a few of you do? Okay. Anybody have a record player out there? Record players too? Oh, okay. Vinyl. Very good. I'm going to have vinyl. My new record come out in May. I'm going to have vinyl copies of that. If it goes to come carry. Easy for you to say. CDs and LPs. But for now, I just have CDs. They make great coasters. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to do... That was off my I Can Face the Truth CD, and this song is as well. This is a song written by Hank Williams Sr. Nice shirt. I like those baseball jersey shirts. See that? I forgot to mention we have those. My goodness. And we have the ever important email list. If you're not on there, it'd be great to have you there. People were running away from me last night at Swallow Hill, and I asked them to sign up. They're like, no. Too many emails. If you don't give me many emails, I'll send you one once in a while, so sign up. Take a business card if you would. Now, one more thing here while we're at it. It's all about timing, isn't it? My Facebook music page was stolen by a bra company in Cambodia. I'm not joking. I didn't make this up. I don't have a comedy writer or anything. It really happened. And they took 9,000 of my followers with them. They're all over there in Cambodia right now in Phnom Penh. No, they're not physically there, but they have them. So I had to start a whole new page, and it's slow building. If you would like to follow me, even if you don't like me, follow me, and just scan a little QR code there. It'll take you to my Facebook music page. So you can stalk me. That's fine. If you can keep up with me, man, good luck. Denver. Well, yeah, Swallow Hill. Yeah. And he made them drive all the way from Fort Collins. I don't want to be there next weekend. Okay. Well, maybe we'll see you guys again. I hope so. Well, my dad, George, was quite a guy. He was a tough man. but super gentle. I never saw him kill a bug. He was in the 10th Mountain Infantry, World War II. He came back. He couldn't harm anything anymore. And all he had to do is look disappointed in me, and I would straighten up. He never hit me, never laid a hand on me, except in kindness. I want to do a song in George's honor on that CD, so I did this one for him. It was one of his old favorites by Hank Williams. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. It sounds too blue to fly. That midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Well, I've never seen a night so long. Time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind the cloud to hide his face and cry. Robin weed, the leaves begin to die. Like me, he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Oh Lord, I could cry. Lights up the purple sky, and as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Oh, oh, I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Thank you very much. Hank Williams, the Hillbilly Shakespeare. That guy could write some songs. Okay, stay hydrated. That is not vodka, no matter what they tell you. It's water. You know what? It made me think of this other song in the same key. We'll pretend we're in an entirely different key, okay? We'll just... Hello, this is Jesus. I'm not taking your calls anymore. I'm tired of your pleading, your greed, and your mean little wars. Oh, you built me a tower to land on come Judgment Day. When we gave you a planet, a whole universe, damn it. You use it up, you throw it all away. So there'll be no second coming. I'm not bleeding for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it right, my friends. I taught you a lesson, man, I laid it down plain and sweet. From the Garden of Eden to the hard hills of Calvary. Yeah, I kept it so simple, one four-letter word was enough. Just one word to direct you, one day resurrect you. That lonely little word is love. There'll be no second coming. I'm not succumbing for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it together, my friends. Did the experiment fail? I can still feel the nails in my flesh. Sometimes love prevails, sometimes you just make a big mess. Yeah, I came down there one time and it wasn't a fun time for me. Nail me to a post until I gave up the ghost, and I rose up to set you free. There'll be no second coming. I'm not bleeding for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it right, my friends. There'll be no second coming. I'm not succumbing for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it together, my friends. Hello, this is Jesus. I'm not taking your calls anymore. All right, thank you. Thanks for being good sports about that. All right. That is on, you would ask me. The second coming is on building a human being. That's it. Building a human being? Yep. Yeah. That was an assignment, a songwriting assignment for me at a songwriting retreat where I was on staff, and everybody gets an assignment. You have 3 days to write your song, And he just said, you grew up in a town where there's a church that's built a tower for Jesus to land on when he comes back one day. And you have something to say about it. And that was, yeah, I think I did. So, anyways, we are here ostensibly because of my new CD release. I never planned to have 2 CDs come out within a few months of each other. But our intention was to put out this live from Caffe Lena CD, which we did in March, right? And so we have copies of that. Caffe Lena is a famous old folk venue up in Saratoga Springs, New York. Great place. I played up there long ago, the first time, and a few times since. And I did a show a couple years ago there. They recorded it, and it's got some of my wacky stories on there as well as the songs. And they have a great school of music there. It's a not-for-profit organization that runs it now. Lena's long gone, and people took up the banner, kept it going. They've got a school of music there, so a portion of the proceeds of the sales of that CD go back to Caffe Lena School of Music, and the rest of it goes toward paying my debts. This is off the upcoming CD, The Ghost You Can Carry. I wrote this at that same songwriting retreat up in Michigan. Come over here, I've been so alone. Whisper in my ear everything I need to know. If you love me, dear, don't ever let me go. We can face the years, no fear of the unknown. Open your arms and let me in. It's time to start the world again. A tiny bug knocked us to our knees. We locked ourselves up, hid away the keys. Afraid to love, afraid to even breathe. Too scared to hope, too stunned to grieve. Open your heart and let me in. It's time to start the world again. Oh, I miss the warmth of human touch. I miss the ones I love so much. How will I give myself again? Just open back up and learn how to simply begin to start the world again. Were we followed here? Are we alone? All cried out of tears and weary to the bone. And if a little seed can really make the mountain move, could it be that we might find our power too? Open your arms and let me in. It's time to start the world again. Open your heart and let me in. It's time to start the world again. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, how long do we have tonight? We're not going to take a break. We're just going to. 30 to 40? Good. Got time to do some more stuff. Tell some more tall tales. It's hard to believe, I know, when you see this upstanding senior citizen here, that I once was a juvenile delinquent. Yeah, now I'm talking. I thought you'd like that, Ralph. And at heart, I'm still a juvenile delinquent. But I used to, when I was 11 years old, I started a little gang at my Catholic grade school, St. Anne's grade school, in a little place called Fairmount, Missouri. It's about as grim as it sounds. And we were the sons of steel workers and oil refinery workers and stockyard workers in Kansas City area. We were disenchanted. We had a thing with authority. Anybody over the age of 12 was the enemy. So we had to come up with a name. There was about 15 of us, and we never managed to have jackets, but we did come up with a name. It was the Pandas. Pandas, yeah, I know it's hard to believe that was the name. We were 11. It was a long time ago. Yeah, pretty hard. Pretty badass, man. Lock up your bamboo. Here they come. The Pandas. So anyway, we set out with water balloons and eggs and firecrackers and eventually cherry bombs and just, created mayhem everywhere we could, basically. We didn't really physically hurt anybody, but we bugged the shit out of people. We really did. And I'm not proud, but I'm amazed when I think back on some things we did. My friend Dennis Wright and I actually egged the Sisters of Mercy one night as they were coming out of the school after a PTA meeting. And we got away with it. But those nuns could run fast, man. They were chasing us. We were hidden in the bushes. They couldn't see us. But that was the only physical attack we made on the nuns. We felt like it was justified, they were mostly nurturing people, really, with a smattering of sadists. Anyway, so we, so by the time I was 13, I'd pretty much quit doing that stuff, but a friend of mine came to me and said, man, I got a bag of cherry bombs hidden in the church basement at St. Mary's Church. This is back when the Catholic Church left the church open 24/7, but they quit doing that shortly after this incident. I wonder. Anyway, so we got the bag of cherry bombs. There were quite a few of them in there, and we set about the neighborhood creating mayhem, and we walked by Harry Truman's house, and I thought, well, now wouldn't it be poetic if I were to throw a cherry bomb on Harry Truman's front porch and yell, give him hell, Harry. And I didn't have anyone there to shake their head like you are. George is like, yeah, do it. So I did it. I threw it, and that thing, smack dab on the front porch of the little house. It was the loudest cherry bomb I've ever heard. And I yelled, give him hell, Harry, and we took off running like little cowards. We were little cowards. And man, I was filled with remorse. Just in that moment, immediately, as I ran around the corner right into an Independence police car, I was filled with remorse. And I had to call my mother, Betty Jo. Betty Jo and I were always kind of joshing around with each other, joking and stuff. And I had to call her and say, well, Mom, can you come pick me up? Well, where are you? Well, I'm in the Jackson County Jail. She laughed for a while. That's so funny. Where are you really? I'm in the Jackson County Jail. Got real quiet and says, well, I guess you have to wait for your father to get home from work at midnight from the steel mill. He'll have to come pick you up out of jail, and won't he be proud? Click. So I waited there for George a few hours. Here he comes. His hard hat on, his black work boots were white with salt from working down in the open hearth furnace at the steel mill. I mean, he never said a word about it, really. He just looked at me, kind of disappointed, and I knew he was a huge Harry Truman fan. So I quit my life of crime. I turned to music. There are those who would say there's no difference. And I started going to the CYO dances. Show up at a gymnasium, you know. The girls would be lined up on one wall and the boys on the other. Great band would be playing. They had great bands there. And I'd go over and dance with the girls, darn it. I wasn't afraid. Well, I was scared to death, but I did anyway. And I met a girl named Juanita Cruz who spoke very little English, and neither did I. So we got along quite well. We danced together almost every CYO dance for about a year. And then one day she was just gone. You dropped the bomb, you held onto the dollar. Missouri mule in all your glory. We collided when I threw a cherry bomb. I yelled, give him hell, Harry. No time to tarry. The fuse is lit. No stopping it. Incendiary kid. Crazy daddy with his hair all in tangles. Tornado blowing through his t-shirt. And I'm on that hillside waiting for lightning to strike. Why do I do these things? The sky is lit. I'm defying it. Incendiary kid. Here comes Juanita strolling in with her girlfriends. Covey of doves, they floor me. She speaks Spanish, but I kinda comprendo that she likes me. We dance real close, the flame is lit. No denying it. Incendiary kid. In slow motion, I free fall. Hooray, the human cannonball. Man, you'd think by now I'd lose the fight. Still some fire burns through the night. Yes, and even now I feel that child inside. Time blew up, left me in the rubble. I wonder what happened to Juanita. Sometimes I feel like a kid in trouble. I wanna blow it all up and start all over. The fuse is lit, no stopping. Oh, the sky's the limit. Incendiary kid. Thank you, thank you. Incendiary Kid. Thank you. That's one of my CDs. Incendiary Kid. So let's see here. If I could just read my own writing better. There we go, now I can see it.
Did you grow up in Independence?
I did, sir, yes.
I used to work at that steel mill. That's awesome song.
Oh, Armco? Oh, cool. Don't start.
I was in it, and you know what it was like.
Oh, yeah, sure, man, yeah. Yeah, I remember them giving us a tour of the mill when I was a kid. And I was horrified. I was terrified. Yeah, how the place worked. A lot of people didn't survive it. My dad did. But it took a toll on him. So anybody get tired of your own crap? Just asking. Not to get too personal here, but I haven't learned a lot in this life. The older I get, the less I know. But I do know one thing for sure. If you're not tired of your own crap, somebody very nearby you is. There goes me, giving in easily, trying too hard to please, soft in the middle, faithlessly, chickening out on me, blaming that big machine, hurdling riddles, frightened and little, standing in my own way. Here am I, questioning where, how, why, watching my life go by. Man, I don't want to blow it. Contrary me, begging to disagree, making mistakes in threes. Yes, I'm wrong and I know it. Too go to show it. I'm just standing in my own way. Standing in my own way. Doomsayer, you're not satisfied, grin. Out of my way, betray. Don't be so darn sure you'll win. We're through. I haven't room for two. I'm stepping right over you. Open that front door, 'cause here I come, banging my broken drum, chasing that grinning sun. I'm winning this soul. There will be no more standing in my own way. Oh, there will be no more standing in my own way. There goes me, standing in my own way. No more standing in my own way. Ooh, standing in my own way. All right. Thank you. Woo-hoo. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna switch guitars for a song here. Get the old old neglected Gibson out. I got this guitar in 1967. My dad co-signed for me to get this from Rich Roberts Music in Kansas City. Wow. And yeah, it was an expensive guitar in its day, and now it's invaluable, really, I think. She's kind of semi-retired. This is her, and that's Mabel. I mean Myrtle, not Mabel. It's Myrtle. She's made out of myrtle wood, and this is her, which, I don't know, it's not a very good name, but that's her name. And been with me all these years. And it's appropriate. This is a song about something that happened right about the time I got this guitar. I was telling you, I went to Catholic school there at St. Mary's, Independence, Missouri. Sisters of Mercy, my favorite oxymoron, taught us, and had some real champions among the sisters there. There was a Sister Michonne who taught music, and she was very supportive of me. She heard my first song that I ever wrote. And Sister Wenceslas, she's about that tall, and she was the art teacher, and she got me a painting scholarship to college, which I ran away from. But anyway, there in the late 60s, I wanted to be a hippie, and I was a Catholic kid instead. So I had the imaginary hair, you know. I thought I looked like a hippie, but I had no hair, and had to wear a blue bow tie all week, and that was pretty unhip. And Friday, I'd take that bow tie off, and boy, by Sunday, I was on the bus from Independence Square down to Kansas City, to the University of Missouri, a place called Volker Park, Volker Fountain. And they'd have love-ins down there, and bands would play in the park all day. And all kinds of folks would show up, all ages, all hairstyles. And there were a few hippies there in Kansas City, not a lot. Mostly us young people that were trying to look like hippies, combing your short hair forward so it looked like it was just sad. It's sad, man. Anyway, so I went down there to Westport, where all the art students and musicians and hippies lived, and I went to a head shop, because they wouldn't have one of those in Independence. And when they opened one, it lasted about a month. And then the people disappeared and were never seen again. And they opened a folk club there, and they disappeared and were never seen again. You had to go to Kansas City to do anything cool. So I went down there, bought myself a peace symbol, some love beads. I went to Tom McCann and spent $10 on a pair of moccasin boots with fringe around the tops. And it's, to think back on it now, I've seen some photos and it's sad. But, you know, I thought I looked like a hippie. So I got in the bus, went down there, and the first time I got off the bus a few blocks away so I could come walking across the big lawn with my Gibson and my imaginary hair blowing in the wind. And I walked up to a group of young hippies standing around, and these guys got real quiet. One of them says, "Are you a narcotics agent?" Anyway, I persisted. I kept going down there. And I met a girl sitting on the lawn playing the flute one day. Quite well, actually. I sat down next to her and we talked and got my guitar out. We jammed a little bit. Ended up she needed a ride home, and I had an old car my dad had just bought for me, a 1960 Dodge Belvedere with big fins, all primered, real sexy, had push-button transmission. Best of all, had big couch seats. I was hopeful. So I gave her a ride home, and she directed me through the streets of Kansas City into a place called Mission Hills, where all the families who built Kansas City live. And her father was one of those. And he wasn't impressed with the push-button transmission or the moccasin boots. I was a beggar, She was a queen. I play the guitar. She dance and sing, light as a sparrow. She'd lift off the ground. I was a scarecrow. She smiled at my frown. A necklace of clover, a dandelion ring, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. I whispered, Jessie, girl, I could love you. Then I genuflected and unlaced her shoe. Her auburn hair tumbled all down in my face. We kissed and we fumbled in a clumsy embrace. There for one moment, underneath the green trees, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She lived in a mansion with a prince and a king, and a woman on horseback with a porcelain face. Her servants looked through me. The dog tugged on its chain. Her parents looked sideways. They sneered at my name. Love, when it is new, is a delicate thing. A flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She cried when I left her. The sky grew blue. Our hearts pressed together as they both broke in two, while a party of sparrows sang a sad, lovely tune. And over my shoulder, the last thing I knew, her face in the window, her hand raised to me, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. All righty, thank you. Appreciate it. Bird on the wing. Oh no, no. And well, 15 years ago, probably something like that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's on Made of Mud, I think, is the CD that's on, and there's a version on the live CD as well. But yeah, no, I was just kind of. Yeah, thinking about it one day. For some reason, I'm not sure why. On a long drive. Thank you so much. Thank you. I try. Yeah, it's a sweet old guitar. So I guess we got time for what, a couple? Two more? Look at that, boy. I think I know what I'm doing or something.
What's the story with that guitar, Lena?
The Breed Love? I bought this from David Starr.
Oh,
You know David?
yeah. He's over in
Cedar Ridge, yeah. And I mean, it was, he locked me in his store one day. I was snowed in over there, and I kind of walked up from the motel up to the store, and he was going to do something. And he said, well, just hang out here. I'll lock you in here, and I'll be back in a couple hours. And so I started playing like every guitar in the store, you know. And this one I spotted immediately, and I kept going back to it. And yeah, it was just, I was lost. I had to buy it. So made in Oregon, of Oregon myrtle wood.
It's a beautiful machine.
Yeah, they make some nice stuff, man. They really do. He's got a couple of nice breed loves. But alrighty, so I'll do a couple more. I lead tours of Ireland every year for a company called Inish Free Ireland Music Tours. This year's tour in October is sold out, but I'm leading a tour in 2025 of Scotland for the first time. And I'll be putting that up on my website pretty soon so people can inquire about it. But I wrote this in Ireland. I was over in a very rocky, lonesome, windy place called Kilmore Key along the coast of the Irish Sea. And I was out there by myself on a February day, just the seagulls and me. I was trying to stand up straight in the wind, and the birds were trying to fly in the sky and act natural. It was kind of comical. I got the giggles, thinking about how small I am, how small we all are. We're each a little universe, and yet we're tiny and all alike. This is called Traveler 2. It's a cloudy old day, but the sun's shining in my heart. I got a smile on my face, but the mirror says I'm falling apart. You knew I gave everything away. What else could I do? My clothes are all frayed. I got a shine on my worn-out shoes. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. All these folks in a hurry, bouncing down that bumpy road. Then we all got trouble and worry, following us wherever we go. But when I find myself stranded, broke down and busted flat, some good soul pulls over and reaches out a helping hand. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. One act of kindness can make me start to cry, but man, that don't mean I'm blue. Don't know one thing that defines us in this uncertain life. It's the love that resides inside me and you. I'm a traveler too. Down the road up ahead, it's shorter than the road behind. If there's something to be said right now, it'll be a real good time. 'Cause ain't this a funny old life full of wonder, joy, and pain? And we all get weary sometimes, waiting for someone to say, hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. 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 Thank you. All right. I'll do one more tune for you. Sure appreciate you guys coming out. All of you, thank you so much. Thank you, Ralph. Thanks for having us here. Thank you, Corinne. I'm going to... maybe I'm not. I was going to tune up my guitar. Okay. We'll just resort to this one. Good to have a backup. Wrote this little tune when I was feeling sorry for myself. Doesn't happen too often, but I'm at a point in life where I realize how lucky I am to still be here and to have been able to do this all my life. You know, if I'd known back when I used to worry about things a lot more than I do now, how silly it was. But I still do worry sometimes, and I still do get down once in a while. And I was having a day like that. I was just feeling sorry for myself. My back was going out. I've been on the road for 3 weeks, had 3 weeks to go, traveling by myself. You know, and as a traveling singer-songwriter, you really have to be into the adventure of it and into the downs as well as the ups of it. You have to kind of enjoy them and be grateful for them. When you show up at someone's house, you know, most times people host me along the way, host us, put us up in their homes. You got to be grateful for that. It's a very generous thing for people to do. But sometimes, you know, you got to sleep like in a little kid's room. You know, a little boy's room, and you know, the little, like a little sports car bed with Superman sheets with sand in the sheets, you know, or a little mermaid room. You know, you open the door, it's like walking inside a pink seashell, a little pink canopy bed, and your feet hang off the end of the bed, and you just anything's better than Motel 6. So anyway, but I was just, you know, kind of tired of it that day, and I was actually at a friend's house up in Portland, Oregon, a very nice place. I've known them for years. They had 3 cats that were there alone in the house with me that day, and I immortalized their cats. I put them in the song, and I played the song for them when they got home from work, and they cried like little children. They did. I love making adults cry. Anyway, I can do the same thing for you. Just sign up on my email list, and I'll come stay at your house, write about your pets. So anyway, I just said I'm going to have a pity party for myself. I'll get tired of my crap pretty quickly. I'll straighten up. So I made myself a cup of orange pico tea with no sweetener on purpose. I sat there and watched it, you know, get bitter and cold. I'm going to sip on my cold, bitter tea, look out at the rainy, dismal day and feel bad for myself. Sounds like fun, huh? So I started in on that. Well, pretty soon, the tea bag disintegrates, and now the tea leaves are floating in the oily, bitter, tepid water. So this is even better. I'm going to chew on, really savor that bitterness. So I did that, and made me thirsty just thinking about it. Anyway, So I finished that cup of tea, and the sun came out from behind the clouds, and hundreds of hummingbirds just came out of nowhere, started swarming these feeders that everybody puts in their yards everywhere in Portland, Oregon. So I went in my backyard, and I got the guitar out, and I kicked my boots off in the wet grass, and I started thinking just how lucky I am, and all the thousands of good people I've met in my life. And I wrote this little song for you guys. 3 cats live in this house. I'm just a guest passing through. They run around all night, sleep away the afternoon. Hey, one has a zigzaggy tail, and one is as white as a pearl. One only hides, never lets me into her world. I gotta thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Panther on a windowsill, rabbit in the wet green grass, Rufus and Annie's hearts and wings beating fast. One day I'm filled to the brim, next day the whole thing spills up wide open again. I'm wondering what it's all about, but still I gotta thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. It's funny how the clouds pile up when they're only gonna blow away. Funny how each one of us is a universe in a small way. Hey, hey. Cats squint in the sun, high on a blue window day, grinning and purring like they got something to say. If curiosity kills, I'm dying to know what that means. A life of waiting tills won't fill the yearning in between. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Woo-hoo. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you for coming out. Come talk to me at the merch table. Let's barter. We take cash and credit.